Alright guys, back to another episode of Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney Trials and Tribulations. Last episode, we finished investigating every single thing out of the... for the murder of Cain Ballard. And I think we figured out how it went down, and a lot of secrets finally came out from the info that I've been, bothered by. But hey, so let's get started, shall we? I have a great feeling about this case, but I have no idea who the murderer. I have a feeling Will Atme might have a twin. Might be. I could be wrong. I don't know. Hey, Nick. What is it this time? You won't believe how many people are here for the trial. Well, it is a murder case. What are you talking about? They're here for the trial next door. Next door? Why don't you know this, Nick? They're having Detective Atme's trial today. Huh? Detective Atme? They say they're going to try him as mask to mask. Already? That was fast. Well, I'd love to see Master Mask's trial. I know. By the way... Wait, what's that red text? Where's Pearls? Oh, she went back home. She says she can't neglect her training anymore. I know you don't like me. Pearls has really gotten into training lately, huh? Yeah, ever since that incident last year. Please, please don't ignore me! Oh, Mr. Delight. Oh, it was him. Good morning. No one likes me. No one noticed me even if I killed someone. Oh. Come on, don't be silly. Wait a second. You don't mean... You're the murderer? No, I'm just a poor thief. No, wait, that's not right. A thief can't really be poor. You're not really selling yourself out here, man. You've been tried for the second time. Let's see, according to Mr. Delight, from his second crime on, he was following a bunch of set plans. Plans that someone had been sending him to help him commit the heist. Do you really think there's a connection between the thief and the murder, Nick? It's possible. But today's trial is a race against the clock. Huh? How come? Let's just take our time like always, huh? I'm afraid that's not an option. Question mark? October 14, 10 a.m. Courtroom number 6. Against Godot again. Court is now in session for the trial, Mr. Ron Delight. The defense is ready, Your Honor. You're ready? Preparation is the last refuge of the weak. Okay, let's settle down, everyone. Okay, well, let's begin with your opening statement, Mr. Godot. He's got the judge in the palm of his hand, yet again. Ron Delight is simply too young to be sent to war. That's all. I'm afraid I have no idea what that means, Mr. Godot. Huh. And you need to get out more, Your Honor. Life is war, but that is exactly why you must be more precise in your wording. With more coffee. That is all my statement means. You understand now, right? If you don't, well, you'll end up like Phoenix Wright. Oh, yes. Well then, let me briefly summarize the details of this case. Wow, the judge is taking charge like he knows what's going on for a change. The Cain's victim is Cain Ballard, CEO of KB Security. His body was found in a safe at approximately 9 a.m. in the morning of the 13th. However, the time of death was estimated as 1 a.m. of the previous day. And that's when our little lost kitten dropped the ball. That little lost kitten is, of course, the defendant. Very well then, Mr. Godot, please call your first witness. Oh my god. I never drink more than 17 cups of coffee during any given trial. But the first one is always the best. Oh, Mr. Godot, your witness! Stop drinking coffee! We don't have time for this right now. Oh my fucking god. Okay then, let's hear what the defendant, Mr. Ron Delight, has to say for himself. The defendant? Well, Mr. Wright, does the defense have any objections? Maybe a bit of a disadvantage having the defendant testify, but... I remember when Mia was defending me. She allowed me to testify so she could do the cross-examination. She put a lot of trust in me back then. We have no objections, Your Honor. The defense will allow Mr. Delight to testify. Huh. You got guts, Mr. Trite. Alright then, Mr. Ron Delight, please take the stand. He was literally right there! He was literally right there! Never mind, we didn't need to do a fucking, like, a transition for this, but fuck it. You did it, didn't you? Yes. Nani? No. That's not true. For a moment there, I thought we set the record for the shortest trial ever. This motherfucker is trying to ruin my game. Well, Mr. Delight looks already plenty guilty with the face he's making. And once he opens his big mouth, he'll probably put the last nail in his own coffin. Huh, very well. Now then, can you tell me something? If you didn't kill Ballard, why did you go to KB Security? Well, that's kinda hard to say. Boy, I wish I could go home. Now then, let's hear some testimony about what happened. Witness testimony! Alright. That evening, around 1 a.m., I went to see Mr. Ballard in his office at KB Security. The blackmail letter I got, it ordered me to go there. I've been working for KB Security until a year ago, so I knew where his office was. That's it? Just 3? I feel like something's up. 1 a.m., the exact time the murder took place. The weak get washed away by the tides of fate. The strong drink it up. Huh. It's bitter today, too. Just like my destiny. You never know from the way he's chugging it down. Mr. Wright, your cross-examination, if you please. Alright, let's do it. Ikza! Do it like Ryunosuke Naruhodo. Hold it! 1 a.m., huh? You're absolutely sure about that? Yes, that's when my watch said I was entering the CEO's office. No. Actually, I'm not really sure. My watch was slow and my internal clock was a bit... Also, 1 a.m. That's the exact time the victim, Mr. Ballard, was murdered, correct? It's too late for a coffee date, that's for sure. Blackmail letter I got. You wanted me to go there, yes? Yes. It ordered you there. Well, it was the first time I got in a blackmail letter to order me to go somewhere. Does that mean you got in other blackmail letters then? Oh, of course. They say things like, steal this or take that. Haha, why did you save those for later, Mr. Delight? Please don't say it anymore. We don't want to reveal them now. Now, what should I do? Let's press harder. So what did the blackmail in question say? It said to bring 50K. Money, eh? A perfect motive for committing murder. Oh, but wait. Wait! Okay, what is it? I never intended to pay that money anyway. Oh, is that right? Are you confessing to... After all, he had nothing to hold over my head. I had nothing to be afraid of. An important point indeed. Witness, let that have added to your testimony. Yes, sir. Huh. A muddy mud skipper in outer space has a better chance of surviving than I do. It wasn't going to cause me... No, there's no way. Just what were you being blackmailed about anyway? The blackmail letter said if you don't want your identity revealed, correct? I was referring to the whole mask-to-mask thing. I wasn't worried. Mr. Ballard didn't have anything on me. He didn't. Anyway, I don't care what anyone says about me. Just as long as Desi believes in me. So that's why Mr. Delight didn't believe he was mask-to-mask. That's why I knew they were just hollow threats. I've been working at KB Security, so I know where his office is. You used to be a security chief for KB Security, right? Yes, that's right. A security chief? You? And yet, a year ago, you were fired without notice. Revenge for an old grudge? A perfect motive for murder? What did you say? This isn't good. Maybe I should change the subject? life after being fired. What did you do after being fired from cable security? I spent a lot of time looking for work, but then I decided I wanted to start something myself. Not good, this is going from bad to worse. So I started looking at the books, TV, and movies and learning all I could about masked men. Masked men? Hold it! So you wanted to try charting a comic, right? About masked men? No, that's not right. I want to become... No, hold it! Your Honor, let's move along, shall we? What, you asked this question? You asked the question. You're being quite odd today, Mr. Wright. Wait to bring up the spinning buzz one notch closer to your own neck, Ace Attorney. Well, this is an interesting case. There wasn't really much to his testimony, was there? Sounds like he's avoiding something. At least that's what it sounds like to me. Uh-oh, I got a bad feeling about this. We better be careful. But you don't find a way to make him spill the beans, we'll never get closer to the truth. Yeah. I have a feeling it's gonna be the third phase. I have a feeling it's gonna be it. Okay. I think it's the other thing. Why was he was fired? Mr. Light, can you tell us why you were fired from your job? Well, the world is filled with those who have said it. I wish I had never asked that. Okay, I take it back. The defendant, please answer the question. I needed money. You needed money? Well, you see, Tessie loves to spend it. It's kind of her hobby. Not exactly the best hobby in the world, huh, Nick? My salary wasn't nearly enough, so I stole data from the company. Come again? TV Security has a lot of security info on all sorts of companies. And since I was a security team chief, you stole some data and sold it. Mr. Ballard found out and I was fired immediately. Oh no. This wasn't in the investigation. What? I wish I had never asked that. I was somehow able to keep it secret. It made it seem like I quit on my own. What is it, Nick? You don't look so good. Someone who brings harm to the company is fired as punishment. You do well to remember that. He surely told you. So you admit that you stole data from your company, is that correct? Yes, I'm sorry. This is a very important fact. Please add it to your current testimony. Oh man, this whole thing just took a big turn for the worse. Crashed and blew up. It's going to take the jaws of life to rip this case from the clutches of disaster. He fired me for selling company secrets, but Desi doesn't know about that. Why would you do something like that? Well, for Desi's hobby, what else? Wasting money, huh? It's not a waste! So Mr. Delight doesn't know that her husband was fired, does she? So it would seem. I'm not sure what to think about the couples who keep secrets of that from each other. I can't believe it. This case has got even my to think seriously about couples. Please stay straight focus, Mr. Wright. There wasn't much to his testimony. Okay. There's something up that's been really bothering me. I don't know what the answer is, actually. Do we talk about the newspaper clipping? I feel like it could be. Damn, this is tough though. Yeah, this is tough. This is actually tougher than I realized. He knew where his office was. It didn't scare him. It wasn't gonna cause me trouble or anything. This is harder than I thought. Damn, this case is actually hard. I gotta really think about something. Maybe it could be the buzzer. Nah. There's no way, right? Maybe the newspaper clipping. Fuck. He fired me for selling company secrets. Okay, it has to be something... Oh my god, this is harder than I thought it was gonna be. Does Desi doesn't know about that? Is the question. Newspaper? There's no way, right? Huh. I am kind of confused right now. This is very interestingly annoying. Yeah, I have to really think about what the fuck do I have to testify. Maybe it's the last... Oh my god, maybe it's the last one. Something is really bothering me right there. This is really bothering me right now. Oh my god. Maybe it's this? No, it's not. Your Honor, that statement contradicts his evidence! It does? I don't see anything contradictory. Huh? Really? Objection denied. Try to think before you make accusations, Mr. Wright. Motherfucker! I'm trying so hard. This case is actually hard. Do I have to I don't think it's evidence, no? Maybe it's people. But Desi doesn't know that, does she? My god. Oh, maybe... Wait, hold up. That could be evidence. Who knows? Maybe Desiree does know about him getting fired. Objection! Fuck. See, this is actually harder than I thought. Fuck. Must be on the wrong track. The blackmail threat didn't scare me. It wasn't gonna cause me trouble. Oh! Okay, now I get it. Okay, now I get it. It wasn't gonna cause him trouble, but it was gonna cause her trouble. Mr. Delight, what you said just now doesn't match what you told me yesterday. Huh? What doesn't? I think you must have been scared, very scared, of having a certain person finding out about your secret. Ugh. A certain person? Mr. Desiree Delight, the defendant's wife. Ah, but listen to me, my Desi, she's... Looks like if I just sit back and relax, the fun will end before it truly begins. Cadeau? Yes, we know it was all your wife's fault. Oh, what do you mean? Mr. Delight stole some company debt to pay for his wife's spending habit, for which he was fired. Oh, it's because of the motive for that. Unable to face his own wife, someone used his dirty little secret to blackmail him. And that is how this murder came about. Oh, no, everyone is all falling into place for him. Don't talk about my Desi like that, or you'll be sorry. Well, it seems that we've learned a great deal of things here today so far. Or, What do you think, Nick? I didn't think it would be possible to get so thoroughly whipped in just 20 minutes. True? Clearly there was sufficient motive for murder. He stole data for his wife and he killed to protect his secret. A family man who cared just a little too much. No motive is clear. Let's move on. Ugh. Dang it. So, oh my god. This is really turning on its head. What happened at the crime scene at 1 in the morning, Mr. Delight? Come now, tell us. We're all ears. Alright, okay. This is actually bad for me, but when I entered the office, there was a suspicious shadow there. Suddenly, I was hit on the head on the forehead. After that, I remember being a bit dazed. If I hadn't been wearing that, I would have been killed. When I came to, Mr. Ballard was lying there dead. I see. Suddenly hit on the forehead, huh? I believe the detective from yesterday provided similar testimony. He said the master struck him on the head from behind. Of course, since Atney turned out to be the culprit himself, that was all a lie. Huh. No one's going to believe that pathetic lie like that anymore. What are you saying? I really was attacked. We'll find out if you say what is true or not during the cross-examination. Got that, Mr. Wright. Don't go easy just because he's your client. If I see any sign that you are, I'll treat you to another cup of my special blend. You don't need to worry about Mr. Godot. I really don't want to have coffee in my head again. I have faith in Ron. I know he didn't do it. Believe in your client. Well, don't believe in, fucking Matt on guard, but anyway. Who was this suspicious shadow? There was 1,000 of me, and if even one knew, I tell you, trust me. His dodging all of our questions is not helping us win his case. Okay, then how was the victim Mr. Ballard at the time? What do you mean by how was he? Was he already dead? Was he still alive? Maybe he was the one who hit you in the first place. That's a good question. What do you think, Mr. Wright? Forget it! This is already turning out to be more stupid than I thought it was going to be for questioning that. Your forehead? Yes, I was hit in the forehead as soon as I entered the room. It was an amazingly fast and powerful attack. Do you remember anything about who hit you? Well, like I said, it was a fast and powerful hit, so I think I was a little dazed for a while. I don't think Mr. Delight even grasped what you were asking. Yeah, I like to show him a fast and powerful attack myself. Maybe that would knock some sense back into him, for fuck's sakes. He's really not being useful with his testimony right now. What do you mean wearing that? That? Can you please clarify what you are referring to? Why, my Master Mask costume, of course. Wait just a moment. Master Mask. Huh? Oh, did I forget to mention it before? Just to be on the safe side, I dressed up as Master Mask. And then I descended upon the office of CEO Security. Wait, you are wearing that outfit in the KV security? Nani? Nick, did you know about this? He never told me this. I don't ever recall it mentioning it to me either. This is the first time I'm getting evidence that was never spoken to me. Even I didn't know that. It seems our little friend really loves to keep secrets. I'm sorry, I just never had a chance to mention it up until now. Wait, that's not right. You know how sometimes things just slip your mind? Huh. My 6th cup of coffee is staring up at my coldly. How the hell are you keep drinking coffee at a time like this, bro? At any rate, we can't ignore this new piece of info. Witness, please correct your testimony. I had been killed if I hadn't been wearing my Master Mask costume. Why were you dressed up as Master Mask? Why? Because I'm Master Mask, of course. What are you talking about? I thought we already discussed that you're not Master Mask. Master Mask trial is being held next door. Yes, I guess so. Anyway, at that time, I thought I was being blackmailed over the Master Mask issue. So I thought I should go as him just to be safe. Oh boy. Oh boy. Let me tell you, it's a real pain to move around in that cape. That's why it took a lot longer than I expected. Took a lot longer? What is he talking about? Let's wait and see. I think I'll wait to see how this develops. Hey, why aren't you doing anything? Because it'll probably end up causing more trouble. I'll tackle it once I'm mentally prepared. I guess I should prepare myself for the worst, too. Mr. Ballard there was lying dead. When you came to... Yes, I was passed on in the corner of the room. Do you know when your assailant made your escape, and to where? I'm afraid I don't really remember. Huh? Once they hit me, I lost all track of what was going on. I think that's when they made their escape.
Huh. That's certainly a convenient story for you, isn't it? It certainly is, isn't it, Mr. Wright? It almost sounds practice.
I don't know what you're telling me. Why you're telling me. We heard this from Mr. Delight yesterday, didn't we? There's not much in this testimony either. I bet you he's still hiding something. I wouldn't be surprised. We'll just have to draw it out from him. I just hope he doesn't make any things more complicated. I think I'm prepared to, like, press further on that statement. Okay, if it makes me lose... Let's press harder. What do you mean by it took a lot longer? Oh, opening a safe, of course. My cape got caught in the safe door, you see. This all happened when I was hiding Miss Ballard's body.
Well, what was that? Oh my god! Back up a second! Oh my god! Never mind!
It just implicates him even further! Yes.
You were the one that hid the body in the safe?
Well, yeah.
Inconceivable!
This implicates him even more!
Why? Just why? What reason could you have? What were you thinking?
We're implicating him even further.
Question. When does someone toss their dirty shorts in the washing machine?
What is this question?
Get this music, this sexualized music out of here. Oh, what? The answer is simple. When they take them off.
I don't understand.
As usual, I have no idea what you're saying.
Do you mean that Mr. Delight hid the body because he's the murderer? Oh my god, he's revealing the answers for us.
Huh, so you're not as stupid as you look.
His metaphor this time really was obscure.
Mr. Wright, you don't mean. And you knew about this whole safe business, do you?
Well, yes.
Why am I the only one not in the loop here? Witness, make sure you add this to your current testimony again.
Yes, sir. How many changing up the testimonies are there, bro? Uh-oh, looks like a storm his friend is approaching and moving in over the fair weather judge right there. Oh my god. I panicked and I hid the body in the safe. It took about 10 minutes. Hold up a second. Why did you hide the body in the safe anyway? Well, because it wouldn't fit in the drawer. That's not exactly what I meant. When I saw that corpse, I kinda lost it. I thought, if they find this corpse, they'll think I did it.
Huh. If you had a simpler reason than that, it's because you killed him. That's why you spent 10 minutes hiding the body. That certainly makes more sense.
Hold on. 10 minutes? What is it, Nick? I just had a thought. Under those circumstances, would you normally try to hide the body? And spend 10 whole minutes to do it? Under those circumstances? What circumstances? Oh, I get what he means. 10 minutes to hide a body. Hey, and Nick, if you think his behavior was so strange, why don't you present some evidence that would show what those circumstances were? That's it. I'll take a look at the court record, present some evidence. Okay. Okay, there's some evidence. It took 10 minutes to hide the body. The buzzer. Yeah, the buzzer. The buzzer went off.
Objection!
Yeah, the buzzer went off during that time. Your Honor, can you please take a look at this record?
And what might this be?
The record for the emergency buzzer that connects the CEO's office's security. If the button in the office is pressed, a security team is supposed to come running. Yeah, Larry Butts told us it was pressed once. And according to this record, the buzzer was pushed at least once at 1:02 a.m.
What? Nani?
If Mr. Ron DeLight was truly the murderer, he would have ran as soon as that buzzer sounded. After all, security guard would have been heading his way.
Huh. Let's remember who we're trying to deal with here. He's probably had no idea there were security personnel in the building.
I'll object this. Up until 1 year ago, my client was working as a chief of security. There's no way he would have known about them.
Objection again! But if, as it turns out, the guard never came.
That was nothing more than a coincidence. The fact that the guard was a pathetic loser, who had just gotten punched in the face by his ex's new boyfriend, wasn't anywhere in the vicinity that could not something Mr. DeLight could have known.
Huh. Again, remember who we're dealing with here. It's sure bet that Mr. DeLight didn't even notice the buzzer going off.
I object again! This buzzer is extremely loud. There's no way he could have ignored something like that. If he had been conscious, that is.
Conscious? What do you mean by that?
Ugh. Oh my god, Morka.
Fine. Let's hear your theory.
Recall the defendant's testimony. The moment he entered the victim's office, someone else attacked him. Okay, let's see where he's going with this. Mr. DeLight said he felt dazed. I'm willing to wager that he was knocked unconscious for at least a few minutes.
Unconscious, so he fainted?
That's why Mr. DeLight doesn't know that the buzzer sounded. And that's why he thought he had time to hide the body.
So what are you trying to say?
Mr. DeLight was also knocked out and the buzzer went off soon afterward. Now, unless my client was able to hit the buzzer while he was unconscious, it can only mean that there was another person in that room. And that's right, whoever it was, it knocked out Ron DeLight and pressed the buzzer.
Order in the court, Mr. Wright. This is bullshit. This is preposterous. It was this kid, Ron DeLight, who was the one who killed Cain Ballard.
Then who pressed the buzzer?
It was the victim, of course.
What?
He pressed the buzzer when the defendant attacked him. He didn't die right away. He must have held on long enough to push that button.
Wait.
So Cain Ballard sounded the buzzer himself? What's your opinion of this, Mr. Wright?
Can I prove that the real criminal was there at the crime scene, but how? Can I prove that it wasn't the Cain Ballard who sounded the buzzer? Yes, I can prove it, alright. Vendor opinion is this, Your Honor. It's the autopsy report, no?
Well, what do you think, Mr. Godot? Huh. I can hear it. The sound of a buzzer.
Huh?
It's going off inside your head at this very moment. The emergency buzzer of your heart.
Is it really? Maybe it's just a little?
Mr. Wright, you need to think more carefully.
Motherfucker! Ow! Oof, there goes your chance to become an ace detective. Come, listen more carefully. Maybe the truth will be elegantly revealed. Creepy. You sound like Detective at me. The defense's opinion is this, Your Honor. He said presumably the victim who sounded the buzzer. Oh, I forgot. There's no fingerprints in the. I'm stupid. I believe this is the piece of incontrovertible evidence you were looking for.
The emergency buzzer. Is there some kind of clue on it?
Absolutely not.
Hey, come on now. At least give some thought to what you say before opening your mouth.
The fact that there is absolutely no clues is itself is the clue.
Now I'm the one who's clueless.
This button has no fingerprints on it. If Mr. Ballard had really pressed it himself, naturally, he would have left his fingerprints behind.
I object. Ron Delight was obviously wiped them off.
Oh, hell no, you ain't gonna say that shit. Why would he? A guard could have come in at any moment.
He touched that button, I know he did.
I object again. The defendant, Mr. Delight, was dressed as Master Mask. And the Master Mask always wears gloves. What reason could he have possibly to wipe the buttons off free of his fingerprints?
Order, order, order! Holy shoot, this argument is getting interesting. Huh, it would seem.
Oh, for fuck's sakes.
I've been forced to eat crow.
I wonder what that blend number crow flavor coffee is.
However, if a real killer was there at the scene, why would that person press the emergency buzzer? Shouldn't they have run away without putting themselves in extra danger? What is it with this awkward silence all of a sudden? Huh, it looks like you're fresh out of parlor tricks.
They're on to you, Nick. Just give me a minute to collect my thoughts. The real culprit killed Miss Willard around 1 a.m. And Mr. Light just happened to waltz in when the murder was taking place, right? The killer clobbered Mr. Light and then sounded the buzzer. Oh my god, that's so loud. Even though security was supposed to respond right away if the buzzer was pressed. Security was supposed to respond?
Time's up, Mr. Wright. Let's hear what you have to say.
Very well then.
Oh ho, you got some guts. I like that in an opponent. Why didn't the real killer sound the emergency buzzer?
To find out what it did. In all probability, the killer didn't know what the button was for.
What do you mean?
The killer probably thought, I wonder what this does, and pressed it to find... Are you serious? He just pressed it to find out? Oh, that's exactly how I make a lot of my mistakes too.
Huh. Is there a functioning brain underneath all that ridiculous hair, Mr. Trite?
Huh?
The panel around the button is quite labeled quite clearly. It says emergency buzzer.
Don't!
And let me guess. Maybe next you'll claim this mysterious killer was a literal—
What? Alright, one more time. Gotta calm down things quick. They didn't mean to. All probably the killer didn't mean to press it.
What do you mean?
It's possible that they simply pressed it by accident. It could have been with their back during the scuffle, for example. That must be why they weren't wearing any fingerprints.
Oh no! Huh. Is there— Oh no! No! It wasn't it?
Gah. Oh my god, I'm losing more life! My life points! Fuck. Call the security guard. Fuck. The killer knew that if they pressed the button, a guard would come running. And that's exactly what they wanted.
What do you mean to say that the killer called the guard on purpose?
Oh my god, we just lost 9 lives out of 10. This is actually one of the hardest cases ever. Yes, although it turned out he never showed up. Because he was getting his clock clean at the time.
Huh. What a touching story. You're saying the killer had a change of heart and called the guard to turn himself in?
No, I'm not. When that buzzer sounded, there were 3 people in that office. The victim, Kane Ballard, who was already dead. And the defendant, Ron Delight, who was out cold. And the third person, the real killer.
Hypothetically, yes.
Now then, in this situation, if the real killer made him escape, what would happen? The only ones left in the room would be the victim and Ron Delight. And if any security guards came running at the time, they would think I was the murderer. Yes, and that was precisely the real killer's objective. To frame Ron Delight for the murder. There's a flaw.
Order, order, order! My god, everyone's so riled up. Huh. It would seem I've been made to eat my words once again.
actually been made to do a spit take with a cup of coffee. Mr. Wright, who was it? Who was it that tried to frame me? Wait a second. I'm the one and only the mask, so... Nick, you mean the real killer is... We're going to drag that person in here right now. But who is it? I don't have any solid proof yet, but think about it. The killer knew Mr. Delight's sanity, and he also knew that he had been called to keep his security that night. And the killer used him to execute a well-crafted plan to murder Cain Ballard.
Okay, now then, let's hear your accusation, Mr. Wright.
Let me fucking save the game before we get a fucking game over. Holy shit.
Who was that that afraid Mr. Delight for the murder of Cain Ballard?
It has to be at me, no? Detective Luke at me. He's the only one who could have done it.
Ace Detective.
Look at me.
You mean Master Mass did it?
Your Honor, the person being tried in court next to us is not Master Mass after all. He is actuality the true murderer of Cain Ballard.
Order, Mr. Wright, explain yourself.
Theft and murder, which is the more serious crime.
They're not even close. Murder is the more serious crime, of course. It's a capital crime subject to capital punishment.
Please remember the trial from yesterday, if you would. And Luke had me convinced there was a huge commotion in the courtroom.
Of course, our famous detective was unmasked as well. Mask the mask.
Maybe he planned that all along. Instead of being convicted for murder, he was found guilty of grand larceny. And that was his true objective all. Oh, he played us! So he got us.
To be found guilty.
Master Mass had the perfect alibi when the murder took place. He was sealing the urn at the Lordly Tailor. In other words, being found guilty as Master Mask was Luke Gatsby's airtight, watertight, unassailable alibi.
A guilty verdict as an alibi.
I'm still thinking a theory that there's two of them, no?
You know, it's almost time. For what? For Luke Gatsby's verdict. It was a pretty simple trial after all. If we're going to stop this trial and install that one, we need to do it now. Of course. That's assuming you have all the proof that the detective was the one who committed the murder. Mr. Luke Gatsby's trial has been indeed attracted the attention of the entire country. If you're true and failed to provide adequate proof of his true crime, Mr. Delight will be left with no grounds for appeal.
Really sure about this?
Huh. A bet's only good when your life's not the ante.
Mr. Wright, I believe in you. Mr. Delight. So, please. I'm begging you! Oh my god. Thanks, but my decision will determine the rest of your life. Can I really risk your life like this? Phoenix. What was that? Don't stray, Phoenix. For your client to take the path of trust. That voice sounds like Mia. Your Honor, the defense requests an immediate recess.
Huh. So that's your answer, huh? Very well, I've decided as well. The court will now take a 20-minute recess. Mr. Wright, when we return, please someone look at me to the stand.
Yes, Your Honor. This has changed for the better. So that first trial was just an alibi, but it was actually a fake alibi all along. Well, Sir Detective Atme.
I have to say, Mr. Payne, you performed splendidly.
Oh no, Sir Detective Atme. You were the one who...
That's enough!
This guy has hair.
This court sees no reason to further prolong this trial. The court defines the defendant Luke Gatsby.
Hold it! Wait! Don't hand over your verdict yet, please. Well, well, sir lawyer, welcome to my courtroom.
Who's this hoser, eh?
My name is Phoenix Wright, ace attorney at law. I wish to file an accusation against this man. Look at me. Accusation? You mean Mash the Mask? That man is not Mask the Mask. He's just a rootless murderer.
What? Nutty?
Uh-oh. Damn, we interrupted our case and now everyone's getting right up. And Look At Me does not seem to be happy about that. Okay, I think that'll be it for today's episode. And yeah, I guess I'll go see you guys all next time.